Hello Science 10, Mr. Beeline here with your lesson for today. We are talking about strengths of acids and bases. Okay, so the strength of an acid or base depends on how many particles of your acid or base are going to disassociate in water, right? So how well they break apart. Strong acids and bases will completely or almost completely disassociate when they're inside water, whereas a weak acid or base will only partially disassociate. Now, this will determine the strength of your acid or base and how corrosive it is or how quickly it will react, things like that. One thing to note, though, is that strength does not mean the same thing as concentration, okay? The strength of an acid, how acidic something is, does not mean how much of it there is, right? Remember, concentration tells you how much of a percentage of your liquid is that particular acid or that particular base. Whereas strength is just how powerful that acid or base is. It's very possible to have or to be able to water down or dilute a strong acid or to have a high concentration of a weak acid, right? Both of those things are possible, so don't get these two words mixed up. Remember, so concentration is how much of your volume percentage is your acid compared to the total volume, whereas strength is how many particles will tend to disassociate, so how reactive is your acid. Now, when you have your acids and bases and you want to find out how strong they are, we have something called a pH scale. A pH scale. And this scale goes from 0 to 14. So I'm going to make a line here. Here's 0. Here's 14, and here is 7. So the stronger acids are going to go down on this side at 0. So these are things like stomach acid or battery acid. Strong acids go over here. On the flip side, our strong bases are going to go on this side at 14. In the middle, 7, this is neutral. So something like water is right in the 7 range. It's generally very neutral. So it would make sense that the numbers 6 and 5 are going to be weaker acids, and 8 and 9 we're going to have weak bases, and then as they move in either direction, they're just going to become stronger with respect to acid or base. Okay, so this is the pH scale, and it will help you tell which things are more corrosive or more acidic, more basic, things like that. Okay, that's it for today. Take care.